Hello and welcome to the Philippines. We are in January 2025, and we're going to look at some housing prices. We're going to look at hotels and condominium prices. We have a huge festival going on here in Cebu City. Lasts over a week. It culminates. It ends basically on the third Sunday of every January. I believe it's the largest festival in the Philippines. Something to behold for sure. And in many years past, I remember the first year or two I was here, the government was asking the hotels and condominium people to lower your prices, lower your prices. They're too high, and the hotels were saying, "Forget it. This is where we make most of our money." Now, since that time, and let me back up a little bit. My observation over the years, I've been here 9 years since 2015, and I've been involved in five or six different, I think five, and then we had the government lockdowns for a couple of years, no festival. Um, anyway, my observation is that as you get close to the festival, like we are now, because events start even in the coming few days and week or two leading up to the culmination. Lots of different things going on in the malls, in the Plaza Independencia, in the uptown area. So you just need to, I'll do another video about the various events soon. Anyway, using Agoda. I personally prefer Booking.com, but Agoda breaks it down by the day, so it's a little easier. I don't have to do the math on each and every one. Now, a little bit about these Agoda and Booking and other sites. They basically they reserve a certain number of rooms, and then if and it'll say over here only one left, or only four left. Well, that doesn't mean the hotel is out of rooms, doesn't have any more rooms. It just means this company, Agoda and or Booking.com, has some different properties. It just means those are the rooms they have booked. Now, I suspect that they can book more rooms if they use all these out. Just depends upon. But back to my observations over the years is that the prices would be very, very high, and we're going to look at the prices, and you can filter it down here to various types of things, property types and payment options. You'll find some that if it says pay when you get there, no credit card required, you can find not so much in the city, but off in the different islands, the different resorts. It means that they don't accept credit cards, basically, and you're going to pay cash. So keep that in mind as you travel. Be sure you have cash just in case your credit card. I've had it happen where the credit card, they were offline. They couldn't process my credit card. And I waited a day. They waited an extra day, and they were online the next day. I think that was on Camotes Island, part of the Cebu province. Anyway, we're going to go down here, and one thing I've been noticing on Agoda.com as well as Booking.com and other sites is many of these properties are dropping their price. Agoda is dropping their price. They book the rooms at a certain price. Somehow they reserve them, a certain number of rooms, and a lot of these, even more so on Booking.com, they're dropping their prices, and very, very rare for that to happen when you have a huge festival going on in town, and quite often the everything is actually booked out, and it's hard. I've had people in years past say, "Do you know of any hotels that have rooms open?" And they've got to go south or north to some other city to book there. Anyway, this is per night before taxes and fees, so there's fees up above this. Harold's Hotel is over by not very far, a couple blocks from Ayala Mall here in Cebu City. Waterfront Hotel is pretty close, kind of across the street from IT Park, which is a big business park, a city within a city, basically. And they've dropped the price from almost 12,000 down to less than 6,000. So almost half the price. Quest Hotel, very popular with a lot of my subscribers. 3 or 4 blocks from Ayala Mall, and nice place, nice buffet. They've dropped their price 21,000 plus to less than 5,000. It says one left, but yeah, you can go to if you miss the booking, like here, just missed it. You just missed it. You can book directly through Mandarin. I'm sure they have rooms available, or go to booking.com or other sites, and you will find rooms available. Mandarin Hotel is right across the street from the Quest Hotel. Some prefer the Quest, some prefer the Mandarin. I've done videos at many of these places, at many of the condominiums. I've been doing videos since 2016. 1,500 videos. I got a playlist about condos and homes, and you can kind of see what is available if you're looking at long term and what they cost. And you just met Mandarin Hotel, very low price per night there for a very, very, very nice place. Bayfront Hotel, Capital site. Now, Bayfront Hotel used to have, a couple of years ago, only had one hotel, and it was very close to the SM Mall in Cebu City. They now have a second one, and I had a friend of mine that he booked Bayfront Hotel thinking he had booked it down by SM Mall, and he was booked at the Capital site because he went to the wrong one, and they said, no, you don't have a booking here, sir. You have a booking at the Capital site, which is near the Capital. It's near Cebu Doctors Hospital and the Capital building of Cebu in the uptown area, or what they call the Capital area. And the prices. Holiday Spa Hotel is kind of across, down a side street, kind of across IT Park. Got a nice gym in there. You have to pay for the gym, I think, still. But they dropped the price 2,210. Not a bad hotel. I've done a video there. I've done a video in the Bayfront. This is the one, North Reclamation area. This is just about a block away from SM Mall. Very close walking distance. Very easy to catch taxis and grab cars down in that area. But here, yeah, it's here we go. Seda Central Block. This is in IT Park. Seda is owned by Ayala Group, and they have a hotel next to Ayala Mall in Cebu City, and next to Ayala Mall in what they call Central Block in IT Park. And here they've dropped the price almost in half. One left, it says. In a limited time sales, Amethyst Boutique Hotel. I believe that's kind of in the uptown, the Capital area. 3,600, down from over 5,000. Cebu Family Suites. I have not been there. Cocotel is one of those marketing companies that goes in and markets for other places. I think I've done a video here many years past. Not absolutely sure. Cebu Capital Central Hotel and Suites. They're again powered by Cocotel. They've dropped their prices. One left. It says one left. Summit Galleria. There used to be 2 Summit hotels. One was in the uptown area. They've kind of turned that into a low-cost, almost dormitory type situation. You can rent one room out there. I never see them advertise on sites like this, but it's more low-cost for students. And would they let a expat, a foreigner, a tourist rent there? Not sure. It would be. Not sure. I'll have to find out. Marco Polo up on the hill. Very nice area. Very nice buffet up there. They've got 4 left, and they've dropped there again. They've dropped over 50% of the price. Very nice area, and It's not that difficult. You might have to wait a little while to get a taxi up there because you're up on the hill. Just a tiny bit cooler up there. They've got nice pools. They also have I think 4 or 5 different condo towers up there. So I've done videos at the hotel as well as those condo towers. Cebu, Avida, Reala. This is the newer condominiums in IT Park. And by PJ would be the owner manager, and if you're just renting, and what I did, I booked for here. I booked January 18th to January 21st for 2 adults, and many of you would be single, just in case you have a second person. Um, I did a previous video. I've done a number of videos about is there a overabundance, overbuilding, oversupply of condominiums in the Philippines, and of course it really depends on the area. Definitely is the case in metropolitan Manila area, and with POGOs, Philippine offshore gaming organizations, being kicked out of the country. And they're all supposed to have left by now, although I'm sure there are thousands of people still working at the illegal POGOs, and they're still trying to track them down and kick them out of the country. But tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, of office spaces, office square meters coming open, as well as they all have to live someplace, so residential areas as well. And Cebu, Vida, okay. So anyway, yeah, because this is over the main events. These dates are over the main events, uh, right around that third Sunday of January. So the prices are higher, but at the same time, they're not getting the prices that they started out with. They're having to drop them substantially, drop 10,000 pesos there, $200 almost. Explore more options. Another Avida, Helix. I'm not sure. Every one of these, like Home Escape, this is a condominium. I'm not sure where. It doesn't say where it's at. 3,319. This is Horizons 101, which is on Mango Avenue. Another Horizon 101 with the same owner. Premier Studio, so relative 22 square meters, about 240 square feet, but would probably have cooking facilities and that type of thing. Cebu Park Lane, a number of you have, I've met a couple of subscribers there over the years, and that's not very far from Ayala as well. Very close to Quest Hotel and Mandarin Hotel, and I just missed it. All right, but 3,985, and that's quite a discount. It doesn't say what the original price was, but that they've got a nice up here on the upper deck area. They've got a pool as well as a restaurant, and I think they have entertainment. I'm not sure, every night maybe. If you stay on the side, just a hint, if you stay in a room facing the pool and entertainment area, I've had a couple subscribers complain that the music went on till 1 or 2 in the morning and they couldn't sleep. So keep that in mind when you're booking rooms anywhere. If you're facing an area, and Filipinos like to turn the noise up. If they got a band, they like to turn it up loud. Red Planet is very close to it's kind of a pretty small rooms, very small rooms, I think. And it says prices increased 17% off today, but they have it says it shows a decrease, but it says it has increased from their last discount as we're getting closer. And then you expect that the closer you get to the events that these prices will go up a little bit. Hotel Elizabeth, not very far from Ayala Mall. Seda Ayala, there again, they're attached. Used to be the Marriott, I think, attached to Ayala Mall in Cebu City. Yellow Hotel, I've done several years ago. I did interesting place, kind of in Appas, up not very far from IT Park, but a little bit of a walk or taxi ride. I've done videos there. Golden Peak Hotel, I've done videos there. Interesting, they're using Coke Hotel as their marketing branch as well. Within 3 blocks, probably. About 3 blocks of Ayala Mall, Cebu City. Golden Prince Hotel, they're again in that Ayala Mall area, not very far away. And yeah, they dropped the price substantially. 4 left here. Pillows Hotel. I've not been in that one. S Hotel and Residences. They've dropped their prices. South Pole, which is in the downtown area. Um, I have not been in there. It sounded too cold for me. I grew up in Minnesota, USA. Never liked the cold. But Primeway Suites, that's on Ramos Street in the uptown area, not very far from where I live. And a pretty low price. Pretty low price. And I had a subscriber tell me he looked into renting long term there, and he thought the long term rentals were a little more. I think they offer weekly cleaning, which a lot of condominiums do not. They send somebody in once or twice a week, change your linen, clean your place out. Hopefully not your personal belongings. Luxanos Condo Place, Sunvita Tower. Sunvita Tower is pretty new, I don't know, 5 years old, maybe, right across from SM Mall in Cebu City. I think all of the units are studio type, unless somebody bought 2 side by side and combined them, knocked a hole in the wall, a doorway, and combined them. So they dropped the price substantially. Quintessential Hotel is pretty close to Ayala Mall as well. A very new hotel right next to Landers Superstore, which is like a Costco here. And Cebu Our Hotel in Mabolo. Got a friend who stayed in there a couple times. He said it was okay. Castle Peak Hotel on Cabahog Street. There again, on a very busy street. I've done videos in there. They also have longer term rentals. I believe that you can get there. I've done videos in there, and yeah, they've dropped their price substantially as well. Sarasota, they've got long term rentals, condominium type things. Just in the last 6 months, I've done a video in there showing their residential units. And yep, kind of a small pool, but it's a pool and a gym. And instead of raising their prices, they have dropped their prices as well. Mesa Hotel kind of caters to the Korean crowd, but anybody can stay there. They're not prejudiced. I've done a video there. They've dropped their prices. Palmgrass, downtown area. I think I've got a friend who's going to stay there for a couple days before he flies back to the U.S. John, if you're listening. And they've dropped their price almost in half. Diamond Suites, not very far from Ayala Mall, dropped their price in half, more than half. So, yeah, Crown Regency in the uptown area, in where the big traffic circle is, Fuente Osmeña traffic circle. A lot of events, the Walk with Jesus, the various events go on for a week leading up. The very, very moving religious experience, if you're interested in that type of thing. And in the middle of that large traffic circle, you have lots of vendors selling food. You have different events. You have entertainment going on. I'm not quite sure if it's nightly now. Could be nightly leading up to the festival. It was during the Christmas holidays. Certainly was. Montebello, Nice place. I've done a video up there some years ago, and up by Gaisano Country Mall, kind of on the back streets back there. Kiwi Hotel. Some of my Australian friends used to like it there, and in fact, I met one of my good friends from New Zealand there. Bob, are you listening? Uh, they used to have a restaurant and a bar in there, and it was really a nice place to meet. Kind of on a side street, but the new owner a couple of years ago did some remodeling, and I've heard different things. Got like a 3-star on it, but did away with the bar and the restaurant, which was very convenient because there's other than street food, there isn't much right around that area. You can walk out on the main highway about a block away and flag down a taxi. But anyway, there's the price. Hop in, and I've done a couple of videos there as well. Hop In Hotel, I have not been there. City Park over in Mandawi. Let's see, Mandawi, or I think it's still in Cebu City. It's still in Cebu City, but very close to the Mandawi uh, property line. They just put this new addition on over there in the last couple of years. Cuarto Hotel, I'm not familiar with that. Ah, got the price up there anyway. Must be a nice place. And Amethyst Boutique Hotel, there again, they've dropped their price substantially. Liff, not familiar with that as well. See, Main Hotel, Serenity, which is, I think it's officially in the IT Park area, I believe. They've dropped their prices. Psy Hotel, kind of up in that. It's not in IT Park, but it's probably 3 blocks from IT Park. Wow, they dropped their price. I've done video here many, many years ago. They've dropped their price substantially. City Lofts, relatively new. I've done a video there, and it's on Mango Avenue. Officially, the street is called General Maxilome Avenue. I think about the time of World War II, they changed the name, honoring General Maxilome. But I've even seen on some maps still listed as Mango Avenue. There used to be a lot of mango trees on that street, main street that takes you down to the Fuentios Mina traffic circle, a couple of Robinson's malls. Takes you down to Robinson's Galleria Mall in the more of the south area. Philly Hotel, New Star Resort, out at the New Star Resort in SRP, South Road Properties. So we got some pretty good prices there if you're into casinos. Mabolo Royal Hotel. So anyway, the point being, Goldberry, I've had a couple subscribers say they stayed there. It's pretty close to, I don't know, 2-3 blocks from Ayala Mall. And I have not done a video in there, but they've dropped their prices, and probably not a bad price. Hilltop Hotel, Mandarin Hotel, there again, Crown Garden Hotel. There's lots of options still. MJ Hotel, not very far from Ayala Mall, down the side street. Horizons 101, this is a private owner condominium. Oyo is also, they're also a marketing brand, I believe, and the Teepee Place Hostel and Residences. They've got places around the Philippines, different areas. 88th Avenue, I've done a video in there. They offer serviced apartments as well. And so they come in and clean your place every day. 88th Avenue they've got lots of different stores, a few restaurants, I think, Chinese or Japanese, Korean, and other stores. There's a meat place right down in this area, specialty meats. Richmond Hotel, not very far from Ayala. Eastland. Anyway, Cebu, Uncle Tom's Cabin, not very far from the uptown area, Mango Square. I've got a friend staying there. Has stayed there for a couple of years. He's had 2 or 3 trips here to Philippines. I've done many years ago. I have done a video in there, and a very good location for the as far as the events going in the uptown area. Cebu Avida. This would be the older Avida Towers in IT Park. Home Office Balcony Central. Not sure where that's at, but anyway, the list goes on and on and on. Here we go. Sunvita. There again, right across from SM Mall, with Wi-Fi and a view. Studio unit, and they've dropped the price substantially. Citadines, a little bit. Well, I was surprised they had the price down this low, because that is a little bit of a higher end, a little more expensive usually. That's about $100 a night at close to 6,000. Yeah, the list goes on and on and on and on and on. So there are rooms available. You can go to booking.com. You can call these properties directly if you don't find something that you like. Contact them. Go to their website. They may be offering some discounts, some specials. Anyway, I hope that helps you. If you are in someplace in the Philippines, I know other Bacolod, Iloilo. I mean, every little town has a fiesta throughout the year. This is huge. This is huge here in Cebu City. So, if you thought about visiting Cebu City, it's a good time. The prices are low, relatively low, and traveling here is relatively low. If you're in Manila or other islands, it doesn't cost that much to come into town. Check out the city. Anyway, hope you're all having great holidays in 2025, and wish you the best. I'm going to leave it at that, and we'll see you in the next video.